Good evening and welcome to Alta High School for a huge Region 7 game tonight in the region opener for both teams. I'm Rob Gertzen here. I'll be calling the play-by-play tonight as we're introducing the visiting Corner Canyon Chargers, coming in with a 9-2 overall record. As we said before, this is the first region game for both teams. Corner Canyon coming in with the #1 ranking in all of Utah in 4A. And the starting five will be the same as it is every game. Trevor Miller, Braden Johnson, Cam Doherty, along with the backcourt of Zach Wilson and Braxton Kuhn. And now get ready to meet Alta. Starting five tonight, we'll have Connor Fulton, the 6'4" junior, averaging 13.8 points a game. He's the second leading scorer for the Hawks, right behind number 5, Nima Namdar, averaging 14 points a game. The two of them have combined for 63 pointers on the season. Starting alongside Nima and Connor Fulton will be Taylor Moore. Taylor Moore, the 6'2" sophomore, along with Dylan Kirkland, a 6'4" junior, and Christian Groh, a 6' senior. We're ready to go here at Alta High School. It's a pretty electric atmosphere as Alta's student section is packed in their side, and in the end zone here, Corner Canyon is completely packed in their stands. Looking forward to a great game tonight between two Region 7 foes and local rivals, Corner Canyon and Alta. Alta coming in with a 7-4 record, coached by Jim Barker. Coach Barker's in his 9th year at Alta as the head coach. Alta ranked number 3 in 4A. And again, Corner Canyon coached by your own Tony Cannon with a 9-2 record overall, ranked again #1 in 4A by the Deseret News, and Corner Canyon ranked #2 by the Salt Lake Tribune. We're set to tip off here. That's Dylan Kirkland against Cam Doherty, and the Chargers control the tip. Here's Braxton Kuhn. Alta looks like they are in a matchup zone. Now they're in man-to-man. But it looks like they're gapping in the middle there off Braden Johnson. As the Chargers miss early, here comes Alta in transition. Corner Canyon in man-to-man defense to start off tonight. Look for them to show a little bit of 1-3-1 zone, or a 3-2-1 zone, excuse me. As Alta steps back and hits a three. That's Connor Fulton. Again, Fulton averaging 13 points a game here. And you can see Alta, again, in man-to-man. And there's Zach Wilson countering at the other end. We're tied at 2 here, and you can hear how electric the atmosphere is. Fantastic environment here for a high school basketball game tonight. 2-2 early going, 7 minutes to go. Here's a three for Alta, and it's good. That's Dylan Kirkland. And Dylan Kirkland with his 7th three-pointer of the season. See Alta packing it in their man-to-man defense. And here's a three in the corner by Trevor Miller off the iron. Here's Zach Wilson for three, shot no good. Offensive rebound by Miller, and he's fouled. Great job by Trevor Miller keeping the action alive. Alta fans didn't like the call, but great hustle by Trevor Miller as he kept the offensive rebound there, went up strong with it and got fouled. For Corner Canyon, statistically, great balance across the way as Miller hits the first one. Braden Johnson averaging 12.3 points a game, followed by Cam Doherty at 10.4, and Trevor Miller at the line right now averaging 10 points a game. And then not far behind that, you have Braxton Kuhn at 8.7 points a game. The strength of the Chargers all year long is they've had 2 or 3 guys in double figures. And there's another offensive rebound by Braden Johnson, keeping it alive. And Alta actually is in a zone. It's a 2-3 zone kind of matching up. And there's a shot by Cam Doherty. It's good. Chargers tied up. It's 5-5 here. 6:12 to go first quarter. It's so loud in here. Hopefully you guys can hear me. As Braxton Kuhn draws a foul, that's going to be his first team foul on the Chargers. Nima Namdar will be inbounding the ball. Namdar again averaging 14 points a game, the leading scorer for Alta. Watch him coming off the weak side there as they don't really run anything to score here. Looked like a push-off right there, but got away with it. As Trevor Miller rebounds Connor Fulton's miss, here come the Chargers. And Miller goes all the way to the rim, shot no good. Here comes Alta in transition, 5-5, early going. And here's Namdar, kicks it out for a long three, it's good. Connor Fulton knocks down the three, and Alta is on fire here early as they lead 8-5, 5.5 to go first quarter. See a lot of energy in the building tonight. The fans are going crazy. Here's Wilson for three, and rattles around, no good. Rebounded by Connor Fulton, and he'll walk it up here for Alta. Again, Corner Canyon and man-to-man defense. Here's Fulton guarded by Miller up top. And there's a nice drive by Namdar, and shot is good. Nima Namdar with his first points of the game. Alta leads 10-5, again back in their zone. Chargers gonna need to find an answer to this zone. So far, they've thrown up a couple of threes. Here's Kuhn driving baseline. Nice little dish, and shot is good. Nice job by Braxton Kuhn driving baseline there. Able to finish the layup on the reverse side. 10-7 Alta. Chargers need to get a stop. Alta's scored pretty much every time down here so far. There's a wild drive. Bailed out by a foul. That's Dylan Kirkland going to the hole. Charger fans didn't like the call. And that'll be Dylan Kirkland going to the line shooting two. First shot, no good. The backdrop behind Kirkland where he's shooting right now is absolutely insane. The entire student section for Corner Canyon completely full. Not sure what the officials are doing here. Now they're making the cheerleaders, kind of a pointless move there. They're making the cheerleaders spread apart to clear the foul lane. Again, here's the Charger fans behind the hoop going crazy. And second shot, no good. Chargers trailing 10-7 here. Got to get something going offensively. Last time down, Kuhn had a nice baseline drive. Here's an opposite pass, Kuhn driving in, and a soft kiss off the glass, no good. The rebound there by Dylan Kirkland. Here comes Alta. Here's Namdar for three. Shot no good. Here comes off the Johnson rebound, Trevor Miller. And nice move by Trevor Miller, and it's dunked by Cameron Doherty. Doherty flushes it home. 10-9, Alta lead, 3:38 to go first quarter. The Chargers are really active on the offensive rebounds right now. As the foul is called, there was a confetti gun that exploded in the student section. And it looks like the student who did it is going to get escorted out of the building. Free throw good by Connor Fulton. For those not familiar with Alta, Connor Fulton was a Juan Diego transfer. Came over to Alta this year and has been a really nice addition for the Hawks as Fulton misses the second free throw. Tough to shoot free throws at that end with the Charger fans going nuts in the background. 11-9, 3:22 to go first quarter. Here's Miller for three, squared up nice, shot no good. Rebound again by Braxton Kuhn. And the Chargers with yet another offensive rebound. Really offensive boards keeping them alive right now. Here's Cam Doherty for three, shot no good, it's air ball. And a good hustle by Trev Miller, but saved it to Namdar. Here comes Alta. Nice move on the penetration right there. That was Connor Fulton, then he turned it over. And here comes Alta, here's Braden Johnson. And Coach Cannon's gonna call timeout. Pretty exciting action so far here in the first quarter. Alta 11, Corner Canyon 9 with 2:46 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be back. Welcome back to Alta High School. We know it's loud. We're trying to get that fixed for you. Hard to hear me, I know, but electric atmosphere here at Alta High. Hawks leading 11-9. Again, coming out of the timeout in their zone. And the Chargers checked in number 32, Kyle Gwilliam, and that's Scheffner. Another offensive rebound is good. Braden Johnson follows it up. Chargers killing the Hawks on the offensive boards right now. We're all tied up at 11 here with 2:17 to go in the first quarter. And there's a little bit of a forced drive, but he finishes it. That's number 3, Taylor Moore. He basically put his head down and got to the rim, and a nice finish there by Moore. Chargers trailing 13-11 here, under 2 minutes to go. And Scheffner and Gwilliam both, of course, Gwilliam, the three-point specialist, trying to find a way to attack this zone. And right now, the Chargers, there's a three from Gwilliam, no good. The Chargers have owned the offensive board so far. Good job by Alta keeping the Chargers to one shot right there. And a nice drive by Namdar, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Alta basketball. Namdar, very diverse player. He can shoot the three, has a good middle game, and he's also good at getting to the rim. So tough guy to guard here for the Chargers. Alta inbounding here underneath the hoop with the contingent of Charger fans right behind them. And it looks like checking in for Alta, we have Christian Hale that just came in. He's number 22 in the corner. Here's a shot up top by Connor Fulton, was no good, and here comes the Chargers. 1:05 to go first quarter. Chargers trailing 13-11. Alta content to sit back in that 2-3 zone until the Chargers can find an answer. As Tommy Grosskreitz came in. That's a good idea there to try to get in the high post, but the pass was a little bit too crisp. Chargers really need to try to go back to that high post play and look at a high-low. And right now, there you got Grosskreitz going high post there temporarily. But you got to be able to reverse the ball out of it too. Here's Johnson for a long free throw line jumper. And what did we call there? Oh, they called a foul on Connor Fulton. I thought Fulton was just boxing out Grosskreitz, and the official saw it differently. It looked like it was a pretty good box out. So a little bit of a mystery call there, if you ask me. Charger ball, 31 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Alta not very happy about that call as Coach Barker's down there pleading his case. Here's a three-pointer by Kyle Gwilliam, shot no good. And I'm guessing Alta will play for one shot here. And Barker is up at half court yelling to his guys, one shot. 15 seconds to go here in the first. Alta calls out a play here up top. Nice job by Scheffner putting a little pressure on the ball there. You can see the Chargers overplaying. And here's a long three by Fulton, shot no good. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Fulton with the long three. And Chargers trailing 13-11 here. We got a great one brewing. Alta 13, Corner Canyon 11 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back. Welcome back to Alta High School. Big stop there by the Charger defense at the end of the first quarter because Alta will get the ball here to start the second quarter, leading 13-11. Again, if you're just joining us, Corner Canyon, the #1 ranked team in 4A with a 9-2 record. Alta, the #3 ranked team in 4A with a 7-4 record. Both of these teams members of Region 7, and this is the Region 7 opener for both teams. Corner Canyon in man defense here to start the second quarter. Nice dish there, and shot is good. That's Jake Armstrong with the finish. And the Alta Hawks extend that lead 15-11. That was a great pass there. I was trying to see who it was. I think it might have been Dylan Kirkland. There's a three by the Chargers, shot no good. Another offensive rebound and a finish by Braxton Kuhn. Chargers absolutely killing Alta on the offensive boards right now. Second chance points blistering the Hawks right now as Corner Canyon, who's not playing real great right now, still kind of hanging around, just down 2. Here's Namdar going to the hole, tries to dish. Almost a turnover, but Alta retains it here. Here's a long three by Fulton, shot no good. And rebounded by Johnson. Here come the Chargers. Chargers got to figure out this zone. Right now, it's Alta's zone is giving the Chargers absolute fits. Again, I like the idea of attacking in a high-low. You got to get the ball into the high post. And it'll definitely help to have Cam Doherty as your high post guy because he's a great shooter from there. He just checked back in. And Zach Wilson also checked back in. They replaced Braxton Kuhn and Braden Johnson. 6:43 to go. Nice little play there by Wilson. And shot is good. Wilson threw it off of the defender's back. He couldn't get it in. He saw an opening, threw it off the defender's back, grabbed the ball, and finished with a nice layup. Great play by Zach Wilson. We are tied at 15. Again, absolute great atmosphere for a high school game tonight here at Alta High School. Chargers and man-to-man, Alta trying to figure out how to attack it. Alta done a really good job so far of kind of penetrating and kicking like they do right there. And there's a three by Zach Bunkel. Again, the Alta Hawks doing a good job of penetrating and the kicking to the open shooter. As Bunkel knocks down just his 5th three-pointer on the season. However, a very high percentage shot when it's an inside-out three off the penetration. Here's a three from Scheffner, shot no good. Alta controls the rebound. Corner Canyon settling for an awful lot of three-pointers right now. There's Namdar double-teamed. And Fulton calls for the ball. Here he goes. Or actually, I'm sorry, that's not Fulton. That was actually Taylor Moore. So Alta, again, very content on offense, looking to try to penetrate and get a good high percentage shot. As far as shot selection right now, I'd say Alta's winning the battle, although there's another three. Shot no good. Really, the Chargers' offensive rebounds have been keeping them in it. As Zach Wilson gets to the rim, and it's good. Great move by Zach Wilson. And Alta, allowing the easy penetration, is going to call a 30-second timeout with 4:51 to go here in the second quarter. Alta 18, Corner Canyon 17. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Welcome back to Alta High School. As the Hawks called a 30-second timeout, we'll see what Coach Barker has in store here out of the timeout. Chargers still in man-to-man defense. They have been the entire game so far. And there's a carry up top. Christian Hale called for the carry, so out of the timeout, not what Coach Barker wanted to see. Chargers will get the ball here. Again, Alta in that 2-3 zone as Braden Johnson set to check back in here at the next dead ball. There's that high post, and there's a foul. He finishes. That should be good. And it is good. They count the bucket. Tommy Grosskreitz. Chargers finally getting that ball to the high post into a scoring, threatening position. And Grosskreitz actually got the defender off of his feet and went into the defender, drew the foul, and finished. Tried to see who they called the foul on. Couldn't tell, so shot no good. Chargers lead for the first time, 19-18. 4:28 to go here in the first half. You can see Alta really driving in and kicking it back out. That's part of their game plan. They love to penetrate and create for teammates, and they do a very good job of doing it. You can see the patience they have on the perimeter, but as soon as they get every opportunity to drive, they will. There's Namdar kicking it out for an open three. Shot no good. Christian Hale just missed it, had a pretty good look. Chargers leading 19-18, a chance to extend that lead. As Coach Cannon's trying to get his team's attention to call a play, and they're not seeing him. Now they do. Trying to see what they're trying to get their guys to do. The guys that aren't listening. Here's a high post flash by Cam. He's going to go, Doherty's going to go to the corner. Chargers a little bit confused here. Coach Cannon was trying to tell them to do something. They didn't know what to do. Nice kick out there by, nice pass, high-low. And Doherty down to Grosskreitz. That's the high-low I've been looking for. Great pass by Cam Doherty. Chargers now lead 21-18, 3:05 to go here in the first half. Again, watch for Alta as they penetrate and kick. You see Grosskreitz battling down low, trying to prevent Jacob Armstrong from getting the ball. And nice job by Zach Wilson. He throws it off his leg. Alta was trying to penetrate on the baseline. Zach Wilson, red, on the opposite side, helped down and was able to steal the ball and then throw it off of Jacob Armstrong's leg. Great hustle play there by Zach Wilson. Chargers now up by 3 with a chance to extend that 3-point lead as the student bodies exchange chants once again. Here's the high-low look. They're running trap right there. Unable to convert on the turnover. Here comes the Hawks. Alta pretty sluggish the last 3 or 4 times down here. Nice little pull up there in the paint. Shot is good. Christian Groh has a very nice move and a nice fadeaway to finish there by Christian Groh. And Zach Wilson, it looked like got knocked out by Alta. Alta bench trying to say it's their ball, but I think it got knocked out of bounds. Should be Charger ball here. And nobody saw it. What the heck just happened? Well, they gave the ball to Alta. I'm not sure why. Unless they call the jump ball. In fact, I think they did. So Alta trailing by 1. Here's a long 3 shot, no good. Braxton Kuhn will clear it here. Up to Doherty. Doherty been pretty quiet here so far. Alta in man-to-man defense here. Here's Trev Miller for 3, and it's good. Nice job by Trev Miller squaring up and burying the tray. Chargers now lead 24-20, their biggest lead of the game. We have 1:17 to go here in the first half. Here's that same baseline drive for 3, shot no good. That was Dylan Kirkland. Chargers looking up ahead to Cam Doherty, and that should be a block, and is. Good call by the official. He tried to get back and square up, but was just a little bit late. And I'm watching the replay right there, and that was actually a really good call. He didn't get back and beat the offensive player. And Doherty misses the first free throw. Cam Doherty averaging 10.4 points a game, usually pretty reliable at the free throw line, as Alta crowd tries to distract him, and he smoothly knocks it down. 25-20, Chargers showing full court pressure here. There hasn't been a lot of fouls whistled in the first half, so it's been a nice half as far as fluency goes for both teams. Here's a three by Alta in the corner, and it's good. That was Dylan Kirkland. Kirkland missing the three from the opposite corner. Bounces back and hits the three, cutting the lead to 2. Chargers are going to play for one shot here with 30 seconds to go in the first half. Alta in man-to-man defense. 20 seconds to go. Chargers in no hurry here. Probably won't start their offense till about 10 seconds or maybe slightly under, as an air horn sounds in the distance. Here go the Chargers, 6 seconds. And Alta switched to a 2-3 zone in the middle of the possession. And I'm not sure what the air horns are all about. Those are actually illegal at high school games. And it went off about 3 times. The officials are going to actually head over to tackle that one. Halftime score here, Corner Canyon 25, Alta 23. Exciting first half. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Welcome back to Alta High School. We're about set to go to the second half here. 20 seconds until the third quarter. Let's give a quick recap of the scoring in the first half. For Alta, Dylan Kirkland was 6 points on 2 3-pointers. Connor Fulton also was 6. Zach Bunkle with a 3-pointer for his only 3 points. And then Jake Armstrong, Christian Groh, Taylor Moore, and Nima Namdar all with 2. For the Chargers, Zach Wilson scored 6. Cam Doherty had 5. Trevor Miller had 4, along with a 3-pointer. Braxton Kuhn 4, Tommy Grosskreutz 4, and Braden Johnson 2. Chargers will start the ball here in the second half, again leading 25-23. Alta in man-to-man defense here to start the third quarter. Chargers really need to get Braden Johnson involved here if they expect to win this game. Again, Johnson with just 2 points in the first half. Chargers showing a lot of patience here to start the third quarter. You can see they're going to try to get it into Braden Johnson. Nice little move by Trevor Miller, and he gets to the rim and finishes. Trevor Miller now with 6 points. Chargers extend that lead 27-23. They were looking to try to get the ball into Braden Johnson, but Miller saw an opening, went to his left side and just went down and finished off the glass. Nice move by Trevor Miller. And there's a travel by Nima Namdar at the other end. Good start for the Chargers. Not a good start here for Alta to start the second half. Again, appreciate the text that I received at halftime. We were concerned about the sound. Happy to hear that you guys can hear me okay. And Braden Johnson for 3 here. Shot is good. The big guy steps out, knocks down the 3. Johnson now with 5 points. And the Chargers with their biggest lead of the game, 30-23. Alta desperately needs a score here. And a little bit of a forced drive. Nice defense by Cam Doherty there. Here come the Chargers. 7-point lead. Their biggest of the night. Have an opportunity here to extend that. Here's Kuhn off of the screen, drives baseline, and the shot's going to be no good. He was held on the drive, but a nice job by the Chargers getting to the rim here to start the third quarter. Really putting a lot of pressure on the Alta defense. I thought the drive at the other end by Alta was a little bit of a forced shot. And, oh, too bad. Trevor Miller just barely missed that. Alta coming in transition. Miller picks up a silly foul. Very happy to see the officials letting them play in the first half, as the 2 teams in the first half were whistled for a combined 7 fouls. And there's 2 fouls whistled here in the third. 1 apiece for each team. Alta in desperate need of a hoop. Really been struggling the last 4 or 5 minutes offensively. And there's going to be a charge. Connor Fulton trying to get to the rim. And I believe that's his 3rd foul. If it was on Fulton, that's his 3rd. They're not using the scoreboard tonight, so it's hard for me to know who they called that on. I'm pretty sure it was Fulton, though. That Alta has a sub at the table. They made a mistake there and checked the wrong guy out of the game. I know they like to take guys out with 3 if it's in the third quarter, so if he does have 3, I expect that he'll go out of the game here on the next dead ball. Here's a wild 3 by Trevor Miller. He lost control of the ball when he was going up. And there's Cameron Doherty with the finish. Again, offensive rebounds just killing the Alta Hawks right now. It happened all first half, really was what kept the Chargers in it. And now the Chargers are playing a little bit better, and that's why they're able to extend their lead. 32-23. Big possession here by Alta again. Just have not had the same types of possessions that they had when they had the lead early on. Although that was a pretty good drive there. Shot blocked by Doherty, and Wilson chases it down. That was Taylor Moore trying to get to the rim. Chargers up by 9 here. Chance to have their first double-digit lead of the game. Here's a drive by Braxton Cooney, draws the foul. Foul called on Taylor Moore. I believe that's Taylor Moore's first. And Alta coach Jim Barker not liking what he's seeing out here. He's going to call a timeout. So we're going to have a full timeout. Corner Canyon 32, Alta 23, 4:43 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back. And welcome back to Alta High School, where Alta has taken a timeout. Chargers will be at the free throw line. Braxton Kuhn will be shooting 2. Alta really struggling offensively the last couple of minutes. Good timeout by Coach Barker, trying to settle his team down. And as I've said, the atmosphere here is absolutely unbelievable. Both student sections absolutely crammed in here. And Braxton Kuhn misses the free throw. Kuhn, a very, very good foul shooter. Second free throw good. Double-digit lead, 33-23 for the Chargers. This will be a gigantic possession for Alta, as they have failed to get anything going offensively here in the second half. Nima Namdar for 3, and it's good. That's a big shot by Namdar. It was starting to look like the Chargers were going to open this thing up, and that's a big momentum killer and a great shot by Nima Namdar, cutting that lead back into single digits at 7. Alta in man-to-man defense still. You can see Corner Canyon was trying to post up Trevor Miller, and there's a shot by Braden Johnson, no good. Namdar with the rebound. Alta with a chance to cut that 10-point lead in the half in just 2 possessions if they can score here. There's a slip play by Armstrong, and basket is good. That's why you call timeout. Good timeout by Coach Barker. It's a momentum killer, but also allows you to refocus your troops. 33-28 here, 3:37 to go. As Miller loses it on the spin, Alta now with a chance to cut into that 5-point lead that was 10 just a second ago. I think if Alta scores here, I would strongly consider a timeout at the other end by Corner Canyon. Here's a strange looking shot there. I don't know if that's a good shot in that situation when you've got all the momentum by Armstrong. But Zach Wilson the other way for 3, shot no good. And a terrific box out right there. That was Dylan Kirkland. Did a really good job of keeping Doherty completely out of the play there off the offensive board. Here's Namdar, or excuse me, that was not Namdar, that was Christian Groh. And we've got a 3-point game. Chargers probably ought to consider a timeout here, as Alta with all the momentum out of the last minute and a half. They're going to play through it. We'll see what they can get here, leading 33-30. And a nice drive by Cooney finishes. Braxton Kuhn with a huge layup, ending the 7-0 run by the Alta Hawks. It's now 35-30. 2:13 to go here in the third quarter. Again, Chargers in that man-to-man defense. Still have yet to show the 3-2 zone that they play quite often. And we're going to have a foul. Couldn't tell who they called that on. In for the Chargers, Michael Scheffner and Tommy Grosskreitz have checked in. They're going to replace Cam Doherty and Zach Wilson. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Alta trailing by 5. Here's a three in the corner by Namdar, shot no good. Rebounded by Braxton Kuhn. He's going to clear it. Chargers need to get another hoop to extend that lead. Yeah, they're going to call an illegal screen. So tough break there for the Chargers. Johnson tried to set the screen on one side. He came up on the right side of the defender, and then, actually I just saw the replay. I'm not sure I like that call. I mean, there was definitely contact, but Braden Johnson was setting a screen and then trying to slip and just collided with the defender. So he picks up the foul. Alta basketball. 1:40 to go here in the third. Good job of pressuring the ball out top by Braxton Kuhn. And there's Armstrong with that kind of a shot put type shot there from the same spot as last time. Shot no good. Chargers lead 35-30, a minute 15 to go in the third. Alta will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. And we'll see what Grosskreitz can do here down the post. He's doubled. And Scheffner with a nice drive to the hole, and he finishes. Michael Scheffner. Nice looking move there as they extend the lead back up to 7 with 50 seconds to go. We'll see if Alta wants to play for one. Kuhn with a 5-second count up top. They got to be careful. Great job by Braxton Kuhn pressuring the ball right there. Really causing fix for the Alta Hawks right there. 30 seconds to go. Alta is trying to play for one. No shot clock here in the state of Utah, so they can burn off as much time as they want. As now Kuhn is going to pick Fulton on the switch. Miller's now picking up over on Christian Hale. Coach Cannon trying to yell to Trevor Miller. Not sure what they're doing. They went to their 3-2 zone. And there's a huge three by Zach Bunkle. That's an absolute huge three for Alta to end the third quarter. And they're going to get the ball to start the fourth. Bunkle with his second shot of the game, both three-pointers. As the end of the third quarter, Corner Canyon 37, Alta 33. We'll be back for the fourth quarter in 1 minute. Welcome back to Alta High School, as we had a little bit of craziness there in the break. Alta came out with a guy with a lightsaber. Trying to figure out what's going on. I think something got on the floor. Pretty good crowd here from both schools tonight. But we had some craziness there in the timeout. One of the students from Corner Canyon is getting escorted out of the building. Not sure what he did, but Alta trailing by 4, and there's a backdoor play, and there's a foul. Trying to run the backdoor play to Connor Fulton. Actually, a really good play out of the timeout there to start the fourth quarter. Alta hitting the 3 to end the third quarter, cutting the lead to 4. Now they got a chance with 2 free throws to cut it back down to 2. First free throw is good. And that's Braden Kime with his first point of the game. Second free throw, no good. And that looked like a foul, but Cam Doherty's got the ball. They're going to call a jump ball. Coach Cannon was trying to call timeout there. So Kai misses the free throw. Ball got knocked around there quite a bit. And Cam Doherty had the ball. Coach Cannon was trying to yell timeout, but it's so loud in here, nobody could hear him. Charger ball on the alternating possession here, 37-34. And the Chargers trying to run a backdoor play of their own. Zach Wilson started to cut and then cut off his back door, and the ball went out of bounds for a turnover. It's been a little bit of game of runs. Alta looked pretty sharp. Then Corner Canyon came back and looked sharp, and right now Corner Canyon's struggling offensively while Alta's looking pretty good. There's an illegal screen, I think. It's going to be a turnover on the Hawks. They called the illegal screen on Taylor Moore, and he nodded his head immediately when they got him, so he knew what he did. I didn't see it. In fact, I just saw the replay, and I still didn't really see it. But Charger basketball after the turnover. It's going to be an exciting fourth quarter here. First time these two schools have ever played in basketball, as Gwilliam squares up for a three-pointer. Kyle Gwilliam extending the lead to 6, and the senior with his first three-pointer of the game, he can really light it up. Of course, his strength is catch and shoot threes. And there's a touch foul on Zach Wilson. We didn't see too many of those calls in the first half. Good job by Taylor Moore of going and drawing the contact. So we've got 3 subs coming in. Chargers now almost with their starting lineup. Zach Wilson's going out. But on the floor right now, we've got Braxton Kuhn with Kyle Gwilliam, along with Cam Doherty, Trevor Miller, and Braden Johnson with 6:45 to go in the game. Big defensive possession here for the Chargers. Again, Alta very patient on offense, doing a good job of penetrating. As Fulton short-armed that one. I thought he was going to look to pass that. I don't like the angle in which he took the shot, plus he was off balance. When you're trailing by 6, I think you need a little bit better shot on that. Here's Gwilliam again, and another huge three by Kyle Gwilliam. 43-34 Chargers. And we said it before, he can really light it up. Gwilliam with back-to-back threes, and that leads back up to 9 with 6:02 to go in the game. Here's a three at the other end, way off, rebounded by Kyle Gwilliam, and the Chargers with a 9-point lead. And Braxton Kuhn finishes it. Alta's gonna call timeout, and the Chargers lead 45-34. Unbelievable sequence right there, as the Chargers were struggling and Kyle Gwilliam really got him going. Alta's gonna call timeout. 45-34, 5:47 to go in the game. We'll be back in about 20 seconds. We're back after the 30-second timeout by Alta. Back-to-back threes by Kyle Gwilliam and a bank shot down the lane by Braxton Kuhn on an 8-0 run by the Chargers after Alta had cut it to 3. Last time out of the timeout, or to start the quarter, Alta ran that backdoor play. We'll see what they run out of this timeout. They desperately need a hoop. Nima Namdar hit a big one last time when they needed a hoop. And there's a shot blocked by Cam Doherty. And now Namdar from the corner, shot no good. And chased down by Cam Doherty. Hawks unable to cash in right there. Chargers now taking their sweet time with an 11-point lead. 5:15 to go here in the ball game. And here's a drive out to and kick out to Braden Johnson. What a nice finish by Johnson. They're going to count the bucket. Alta coach Jim Barker wanted to travel. The foul was called on Jacob Armstrong, and unbelievable move to the hole by Braden Johnson. Took it out top. Strong to the rim, finished, and Corner Canyon with a 13-point lead, and now 14. It was a 3-point game about a minute ago, and Alta had a free throw to cut it to 2. And since that missed free throw, it's been all Chargers on an 11-0 run, and there's a turnover by Alta. Alta completely coming apart here in about a minute and a half, as Dylan Kirkland's going to check back in. Again, keep an eye on Kirkland. He's hit a couple of big threes for the Hawks. But right now, Corner Canyon on an 11-0 run that really just came out of nowhere, sparked by Kyle Williams' three-pointer. And here's Kuhn with a dish to Braden Johnson, and the Chargers are opening this one up. It's a 16-point lead. 4:40 to go here in the game. And there's a foul called on the Chargers. Apologize for the mute there. I have a cold and I had to take a cough there, so sorry about that. Again, Rob Gertzen here at Alta High School. The number one 4A team in Utah is opening this thing up right now as the Chargers look up ahead with a 16-point lead and 4.5 to go here in the ball game. Alta chasing on defense. Shot no good by Kuhn, rebounded by Miller over to Johnson, and the shot is good. I'd almost call another timeout here. It's 52-34. Corner Canyon on a 15-0 run. And to be honest with you, even though that's a little bit of a touch foul, I think, now I guess it's going to be free throws. I was going to say at least they have to take the ball out of bounds. 4 minutes to go. The Alta crowd is absolutely stunned right now. Last time Alta was shooting free throws, they had a chance to cut it to 2, and now they're down by 18. And he misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Oh, nice job by Nima Namdar taking it from Cam Doherty, and shot no good. Good hustle there by the Alta Hawks. And up ahead to Braden Johnson. That should be an intentional foul. That's absolutely an intentional foul. He tried to wrap him up. They're going to confer. He's not going for the ball when he reaches out with one arm. I'm watching the replay, and he was kind of trying to go for the ball, but when you wrap your arm out like that, they're not going to call an intentional foul. I'm absolutely shocked. As the former head coach of Jordan and playing many games in this gym, I can tell you right now that that would have been an intentional foul against my Jordan teams, because I saw it called about 5 times. But we'll continue on, 19-point lead. And he's not trying to hurt him. I'm not trying to say anything negative against Alta there. He didn't have any other thing to do but to try to break up the play. So it was a good defensive move. And, took away the easy 2 and possible dunk right there. But we're going to have another timeout called by Alta. Good timeout as the Chargers are on a 16-0 run. It's going to be a full timeout. Corner Canyon 53, Alta 34. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Alta High School as Braden Johnson will shoot the second free throw. Again, that intentional foul thing is a judgment call by the official. My angle looked like he was trying to go after him, but I could be completely wrong. And I know the kid isn't trying to hurt anybody as Johnson misses the second free throw. 53-34 here, and almost a turnover there by Alta. Here's Namdar driving down, forcing up a shot, and he finishes. Nice shot by Nima Namdar. Tough shot, actually, there as he knifed down the lane and kind of forced it up. Namdar, the Hawks' leading scorer this year, averaging 14 a game. Only had 2 points at halftime, but he's had a couple of big shots here in the second half. Corner Canyon smart to just take their time right here. 17-point lead. That shot by Namdar actually ended a 16-0 run by the Chargers that started at about the 6.5-minute mark of the quarter here. So great job by Namdar with the big shot, although it might be a little bit too little too late. They called the foul. I think somebody has 5 fouls. I saw the official go to the bench, and it looks like, well, I don't have the official foul count, but it looks like Taylor Moore just fouled out. Shot no good. 17-point lead, under 3 minutes to go here. You can see Namdar trying to get the Hawks back in it. Nice shot by Nima Namdar as he cuts the lead to 14. I tell you, Namdar, every time I see him play, I'm impressed. There he is with the steal. He's such an impressive player. That's a travel, but they didn't call it. And now there's going to be a three-pointer. So nice job by Namdar hitting the big three and then causing the turnover. I thought that on the three-point attempt there that he skipped. In fact, on the replay he did. When he caught it, he actually skipped to his right. But it happened in the flow of the pass, so that made it was a pretty close call. Free throw good. This game's far from over right here. Corner Canyon needs to take care of the ball. So Zach Bunkle with his second shot, I believe it was a 3-shot foul. So second one no good, just rolled around. Tough break for Bunkle right there. Again, every time I see Nima Namdar, I'm just so impressed with how hard he plays. He's a terrific player, and I know he's been recruited by a couple of small schools. I think he told me Fresno City College was interested in him. And I'm trying to remember the other one. I had a good conversation with him a couple of nights ago. I did not hear who the foul was on, but whoever it was their first foul. So apologies right there. Braxton Kuhn going to go to the line. Chargers need to hit some free throws here. I'll tell you, I've seen a lot of Alta games where looked like they were left for dead, and Coach Barker does such a great job. You got to play until it says zero's on the clock. Second shot, no good. And rebounded there by Fulton. Fulton's been pretty quiet here, and there's a wild shot there. Fulton's been pretty quiet here in the second half. And, whoa, wait. The official called timeout, pointed at the Corner Canyon bench, but Alta had the ball. And I think he just realized he pointed to the wrong bench. That was a mistake. But they're going to give the timeout to Alta. 54-40, Corner Canyon leads. We'll see if they can hang on. 2:17 to go. We'll be back. Welcome back to Alta High School. Off of the timeout, the loose ball was chased down in the corner by the Hawks. Coach Barker called a wise timeout. I mentioned that Namdar was being recruited by Fresno City College. The other one that's looking at him is Walla Walla Washington Junior College. So Namdar, of course, that's Namdar, or actually that was Christian Groh, my apologies. Nice finish right there. Christian Groh's had a pretty nice game himself tonight. I really like what I see out of him. Here come the Chargers the other way. Could luckily had the ball knocked out of bounds because that was going to be a turnover. I just got word that the Alta girls beat the Corner Canyon girls by about 50. And what in the world? They call the foul on Trevor Miller. I have literally no idea what they saw there. Nobody really even moved. I was just saying off the air that I don't think this game's over yet. Although Alta needs to pretty much score on every possession. The one thing I'll say about Alta in my years of coaching against them is they play until the very end, and you better keep the pedal to the metal. As Zach Wilson misses, Doherty got fouled but no call, but they get the offensive rebound. And the Chargers smartly running clock now down to 1:20, and there's a foul. Christian Groh just trying to hustle right there. Fouls Zach Wilson. I was going to say, I coached a lot of games in this building and came out on the short end more often than not. And many, many times my teams came down to the buzzer where lost in overtime or lost by one. And the Chargers are putting themselves in a situation where that's not going to be an issue as they lead 55-42 here with 1:20 to go. Again, I'm a little surprised at how quiet Connor Fulton's been this half. Fulton really came out firing early in the game and it's just been really quiet. And that's him with the ball right now. Oh, nice shot there by Neiman Namdar, and it went. I was going to say it went over the backboard, but it came right back down. I'm not sure. They blew it dead. I'm not sure why, but all that does is let Alta set their defense. And Johnson should be able to run the baseline if needed. And not the person you want handling the pressure, the 2-6-7 guys, Johnson and Doherty, although they do a great job. Chargers spreading the floor here. That's Miller, and he's going to draw a touch foul. Neiman Namdar barely breathed on him, and they called the foul, but Alta is trying to foul in this situation. And that's going to be the 10th team foul, so Trevor Miller's going to get 2 free throws as the Chargers are already starting the na-na-na goodbye chant. Miller knocking down the free throw. And assuming this one holds, this is going to be a huge region opener for the #1 ranked team in 4A, the Corner Canyon Chargers. Second free throw good, 57-44. Alta looking to try to get some threes up. There's Groh. Shot no good. And knocked out to Trevor Miller. Trevor almost looked like he traveled there. He was trying to cradle the ball, and I watched his feet, and it looked like he took a couple of baby steps. But he's going to get some free throws. And the two crowds going back and forth with pointless cheers right now. As Miller knocks down the free throw. 14-point lead with 38 seconds to go. Again, I'm not going to understate it because this is a huge win for the Chargers to come on the road against a very, very good Alta team. Again, Alta ranked #3 in 4A. And in my opinion, coached by one of the best coaches in the state of Utah, Jim Barker. Barker doing a great job again with this year's group of talent. And does a great job of always being very competitive with the teams he's got. Chargers now doing the winning team, losing team chant as the Alta students are now going to take a seat. And the Chargers are going to run the clock out. And that's going to probably do it here. Oh, there's a foul. Final score, Corner Canyon 59, Alta 44. Thanks for joining us tonight as the Charger fans storm the floor. We're glad you could join us. Join us again on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. For now, we're out of here. Chargers win by 15.